Yo, it's your boy CM. Got Vince in the building. Once again,
What's
this is
up?
the Wild Right Scoreboard show. Friday night football. It's once again we back in the building. What's going on, man?
What's up, bro?
You ready to get this going?
Let's do it. What you got?
I think we're on live everywhere, so no technical difficulties tonight. We got you. We got you. So on the football scoreboard tonight's Wide Right Scoreboard tonight. Of course, our game of the week. We're gonna start out with that one because that was on the pick'em line. The Tyler High and Tyler Legacy game.
What you got?
Um, it's 27-14. 27-14. Tyler High over Tyler Legacy thus far in the fourth quarter. If you guys are out there and you guys are watching the game, or if you're at the game, once again, you can hit us up on Facebook or on
Yeah,
Twitter
come
as
talk
well.
to
If
us.
you're watching, hit us up. We'd like to see what the game is going on and what's going on in the game, of course. So just let us know. But as of right now, last score we have is 27-14 Tyler High over Tyler Legacy at this point. Another game we were watching as well. We were paying attention to Chapel Hill Van game that actually went final. Van 23, Chapel Hill 17.
Mm-hmm.
Bulldogs couldn't pull it out in the fourth quarter. Penalties and mistakes that happened, once again in the fourth quarter. So couldn't pull that one out. Some other scores we got here. Carlisle over Troop at this point, 53-41. That is also in the fourth quarter as well. Game we need to keep a track on a little bit. Gilmer, 34-26 at this point over Kilgore.
Yeah.
Fourth quarter as well. So that's a big game.
Big game.
To take a look at too. Once again, we got 41-14 Marshall. 41-11. I'm sorry, Marshall. Longview over Marshall, should I say? I was going for Marshall. I know I picked Longview. I was going for Marshall, but Longview's obviously winning that football game. So, some big games this far. And the disrespect, I'm saying this right now. We apologize. We apologize. White House football, we apologize.
White House
football, we apologize. Absolutely. I mean, what 40? Was it? I can't. Where's the score? I had it here. I had it wrote down here.
Let me get it. Hold on 1 second.
Oh, I'm sorry. 54-21.
Over
Jacksonville at this point. 54-21. So my bad. Disrespectful. How disrespectful are we for not picking y'all this week over Jacksonville? So I'm going to say I didn't pick you guys, but shout out to you guys.
I think I may have picked them.
You didn't pick them.
You didn't pick sure? Them. I can't remember. You don't want me to pick them, is what it is.
You didn't pick them. If you picked them, I will give you credit for that. Yeah. I don't think anybody picked White House. I think it was a Jacksonville consensus for that pick.
And we wasn't picking White House. I probably did say that. I'm pretty sure. Man, I got so much stuff going on. Sometimes I don't remember it all.
Right. That's what it happens. It happens. But the disrespectful game pick of the week, we did not pick. Nobody picked White House over Jacksonville, but they are thumping Jacksonville right now, 54-21. That is a big time win. Or they'll soon get that victory over Jacksonville.
Did we talk about Lindale?
No, we hadn't hit on Lindale.
I got a final right here. Lindale 40, Longview, Pine Tree 17.
40-17.
Remember, we said that Lindale was going to come out and blow them out. We said that was going to happen. I told man, listen, a good whooping to get you right. Let's be real. We done all been there before. A good whooping to get you right.
Yeah, you get them. I mean, Pine Tree's been competitive over a couple of weeks, but
but Lindale needed to prove this. Lindale needed to back up what happened last week. So
against Kaufman, Lindale came back. They bounced back 40-17 over Pine Tree. So Pine Tree's not a bad opponent. So we'll give them that. Hallsville is over Hendo right now. Henderson, 28-14. That was at half the last score. I need an update for that. So if you guys are out there too, please tune in. We're on Facebook right now live. Also, if you want to follow us on Twitter as well, we're on Twitter.
We out here, baby.
It's a live
score.
Come holler at us. Give us an update as well. If you guys
know y'all watching.
Most definitely. Timpson over Jefferson right now, 40-20.
Yeah. Yeah. Is that a final? I thought that was a
I
final.
don't see a final just yet. Let me go
No?
back and see if
Okay.
we get a
All right,
final
never mind.
for that game for sure. But
Catching some other
Timpson's,
games here.
yeah, Timpson's for real. Timpson's on them boys.
Mm,
I got you. I got you. Shout out to Brownsboro, 36-20. What in the fourth
mm,
quarter now over Fairfield. Fairfield's going to go 0-2 this year. That's not a good look for Fairfield.
mm-mm, mm-mm.
Not a good look at all. Bullets down
Um,
28, Cattle Mill. So they're down that game. And go back, see if we can get an update here.
trying to catch some games. I know you're going over them pretty quick. I'm just trying to.
Just hitting on a couple because I know
Yeah.
everybody's still at the game. Like I said, if you guys at the game, tweet us out some live scores as well. Tyler High game. Love to get an update for that game. That was our game of the week. Spotlight, of course,
Yeah.
that's
It
the
looks like it's pretty tight right now at 27-24 still. So
27
uh
24. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. All right. Shout out to
But
West.
that's the score I got right here.
That's what you got right there, bet.
Yeah.
We'll go with that one. It's 27-24, right?
Yeah. Tyler High, 27-24.
27-24. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a 10 run by Tyler by Legacy. So it's 27-24. That's tight. It ain't like it was last year. I think they put up 100 points. It's combined.
Yeah. Last year was crazy.
It was crazy. Like you look up, it was what 30, like Tyler had the
Ooh,
Legacy.
I know y'all don't want to talk about this one, but I know I picked this one against everybody. Y'all thought I was crazy for it.
What? Ooh.
Carlisle over Troop. The game
Yeah.
ain't over yet, but it is 59-47.
It's a 12.
Carlisle out here, bro. They out here.
Carlisle. Shout out to
They
Carlisle.
out here. I
Brett,
got one.
hey,
I called one.
Brett was putting us on Carlisle. I wasn't paying attention to Carlisle, but shout out to Carlisle, the
Good
Carlisle
job.
Indians. Right.
I laid an egg. I was hoping to get that upset with Marshall, but Marshall
No, they weren't beating
they
long.
couldn't repeat that success they had from last week.
It
So
wasn't gonna happen. It wasn't going. They weren't beating
it looked
Longview.
like they didn't even put up a fight. Like
Longview,
it
man.
got ugly early. Yeah, it's Longview. I had to choose one. I had to choose one.
And you chose the lesser of the evils. You chose the right one. You chose the
We
right
got
one.
somebody right here said, "Come on, Trey Davis."
Right, here we go.
Oh, who is that? Is that it says Mavs fan 815? Can you add that? Can you throw that up there?
I'm trying to pull up the chat here.
It's from YouTube.
It's from YouTube. Let me see.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right, come on, Trey Davis. All right,
Come
man.
on, Trey Davis.
Right, let's go. I don't know who is Mav fan, but you're in the brotherhood. This is a Mav fan here as well. So shout out, absolutely. Come on, Trey Davis. We're rooting for you as well.
That's what's up. Did we talk about Mount Vernon?
And hit on Mount Vernon. Who's Mount Vernon playing today? We got another score
They are
here.
playing Glade Water.
G Water got Silsby versus Huffman, 41-7. Silsby over Huffman. Appreciate that, BJ Walton.
Okay, appreciate that. I got Mount Vernon 62, Glade Water 7.
Whew.
Yeah, that got ugly.
Whew.
Yeah, boy, I hate those games. Those are the ones where you kind of want to go home at halftime. You ready to get your sandwich and go home?
We ready for the bus ride home. We're ready for the post meal.
Oh, that's a long ride home.
Ride like you don't say anything on the bus ride home.
Nah. I don't know why, but it's always cold too.
Yeah, because after you get through playing, you're sweating, and then everybody has like the windows cracked a little bit because nobody want to smell each other on the bus. On the bus ride home. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. That was another game here. Shout out to West Russ with the bounce back, 55-7 over Sabine.
Wow.
Over the Sabine Cardinals. Let me say, Sabine 55-7 over them. Okay, all right. I like that. Keep them coming. Keep the score. I think I'm still impressed with the White House score, 54-21. I'm still impressed by that one.
Yeah, that's kind of a big one for me too.
I know the two teams trying to come up. Both of them had so years. I mean, Jacksonville had a 1-9 year, and White House wasn't that good last year. But White House is starting off the season 2-0, so we got to give them mad props. Get a White House, get a White House Wildcat some props.
Mm-hmm.
And Brownsboro's coming out. The Brownsboro's 2-0. Shout out to Brownsboro. A tough loss by the Arb Tigers. Right now, I think it's going down to the wire. It was 28-21 Garrison over ARP. So
Mm.
that's a big game as well. That's going down to the last wire. I do have an update here. It is going into overtime. 27-27 Legacy and Tyler High. So
Mm.
I hope that doesn't mess up anybody else's plans, but I hope they go. We got Mavs fan right here. I think I know. I think I know who Mavs fan is.
Oh, you know who it is. I didn't
Yeah,
say nothing the first time, but I when I saw the name, I was like, I feel like I've seen that name before. But I know who it is.
right on. Appreciate that. Yeah, we're gonna shout out to White House though. They doing all right. They doing
They
their
doing
thing.
their thing, man.
I'm not gonna
They
hate
doing
on
their
them right
thing. Yeah.
now. I'm not
Ain't
gonna
no
hate on
hate
them.
tonight. No, not
Overton
tonight.
over Tyler over All Saints 45-6.
Mm.
I don't know, man. I think that's a game that they like. That's a game. We're missing one game here. I need to get a final for the Gilmer and Kilgore game for sure. Let's see if we can get a final for that game.
Okay. Gilmore and
It's a game we
Kilgore.
really
Let me
needed.
see if I find my score says that the game ain't over yet, but it's 37-26.
37-26 Gilmer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If you guys are out there from Gilmer and Kilgore, please give us a score update. If you guys are at the game, let us know. I do have a 35-14 update. Hallsville over Henderson right now. It's only in the third quarter, but I'm pretty sure the game should be over with by now.
Looks like Athens is putting a whooping on Waxahachie, 48-14.
Mark's actually like, okay, all right.
Yeah, with a minute, looks like. Well, I mean, this could be a little off, but it says there's a minute 22 left in the game.
Okay. All right, it's a big one right there.
Mm-hmm.
What about Center over Spring Hill? Longview Spring Hill 63-0. Center thumping Spring Hill. Carthage stomping as
Carthage, I was
usual. They
looking at that.
rolling the red machine 50
Yeah,
52 over
they
Pittsburgh.
stomping through.
They rolling through.
Yeah,
It's like roll tide
you know,
all over.
I was just about to say, I almost said roll tide, and I was like,
Roll
don't get me
tide.
started. Don't get me started.
I'm not gonna say that too loud. JD may be watching. Shout out to JD,
I
man.
know. Yeah,
Shout out
where
to
you at, JD? Where you at?
Yeah, get him on here. Yeah, once Florida started playing, I have the perfect meme. I have the perfect video for JD. Once Texas plays Florida, I gotta if the Longhorns pull through, hopefully they do. I got a perfect meme. It's gonna be
Yeah,
good.
JD ain't gonna like me that day.
Oh man, shout out
uh,
to Russ. Russ got a big score tonight, 53-21 over Crockett. Right
yeah.
now, that's a big win for them. Crockett had a good opening week over Marlin, and then Russ got a good opening week too. But Russ is putting up numbers, so that's a good game right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good win.
Looks like the Jasper. I think we may have gone over this once already, but it's at a final. 40-22, Jasper over Palestine.
That's a big win for Jasper. Shout out to a
Yeah.
Sam Houston alum, head coach Cumby. Man, he's going back to his alma mater. He's from Jasper. Went to Sam Houston State. Know him, and he's trying to resurrect that Jasper program. They were really good in the early '90s, early 2000s, and but he's trying to resurrect that program to get it back to where it was. That's a good win over a good Palestine team. So shout out to
Yeah.
Jasper.
And Quitman 42-8 over Big Sandy.
That's
Yeah.
another good win, 42-8. Okay.
There's some blowouts here.
Sulphur Springs is up over Mount Pleasant 27-17. It's a good win. If they pull that out, so that'd be a
Yeah.
good win for them.
I think I picked Mount Pleasant in that game too.
Right. We didn't do Dangerfield and Tatum. I know we mentioned the Dangerfield and Tatum game, but man, we should
Yeah, I
have done.
needed this to be their bounce back, and it turned out to be that.
Oh, they bounced back.
Oh yeah, yeah, I
They
needed this to be the
they
bounce back.
bounced back. Oh my, they got a sophomore quarterback. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on. I got
What
an
we got?
overtime score. Ooh, is this right? So it looks like Tyler and Legacy are tied 27-27.
Yeah, 27-27 in the overtime. Ooh. It's the battle for the Tyler. Battle for Tyler. Tyla. Tyler, if you from
Yeah,
Tyler,
if that's right.
right?
I don't know. It's weird. It
I
kind
don't
of
know why those games. I don't know why those games are close
people
now.
keep changing the scores too on here. So the app we using, it's generated by the fans. So pretty much
If you
like
at
the score
if you
keeps
at the
changing.
game, you're watching us live, tweet us or hit us up. Let us know the actual score of the game. We'd love to hear that. We can report it live here while everyone's watching. Once again, if you guys are traveling, you guys paying attention to whatever, be safe on the road. I want you guys to make it to your destination safely as well. I want to hear
Hmm.
about you guys. No accidents, anything tonight. Let's see what we got here. A lot of good East Texas games tonight, man. Let me see what we got.
Apparently, everybody's still at the game. We ain't heard from too many people.
Yes, I mean, well,
They
keep
still
going.
at the game.
Tyler Grace. Grace with a good win over Wills Point 49-14. Okay. And of course, Lufkin beat Nacogdoches 37-0. LP is 2-0, baby. Well,
Mm.
that's yeah. Go and get the smirk. I told you. Yeah, hey, they don't stay down long. Lufkin don't stay
Yeah.
down long, man.
Hey, all right. We'll see when districts start.
Hey, this
That,
hey,
that,
listen.
hey, listen. Them non-district wins are cool and all, and I'm not knocking them, but you better bring it. You better bring it in district.
Well, of course, conference time is
Okay.
conference time. But you get a young team that's trying to win football games. This is a perfect time for them to come out and get a win. This is a good time for them. But
Yeah.
2-0, I'll take 2-0 over anything. I'll take 2-0 over 0-2 any day.
Of course. Of course.
As you say, as DJ Khaled would say, absolutely. What we got here? Let's see. Of course, Longview over Marshall again. I don't know, man. I just Williamsboro's over Canton right now. It's a big game. 47-37. Bullard is up over Cattle Mills right now, 35-34. Let
Mm.
me see if we can get a better update for that one. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Yeah, 35-34. It is in the fourth quarter of that game. So it's a minute 36 left in the fourth quarter of that Bullard Cattle Mills game as well. So let's go back and see what we got. Okay, Winsboro's up big over Canton 54-37. Looks like that was an old update for that score. So it's 54-37 Winsboro over Canton at this point. It's 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter.
Okay.
Let's see what we got. Yeah, Gilmer's pulling that out 40-26. Gilmer looks like over Kilgore. Once again, like I said, that Division two 4A is flexing their muscle a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 40-26 over Kilgore. And I mean, I'm pretty sure Kilgore didn't have that many turnovers. Chapel had 7 turnovers last week, and they put up 51. Gilmer put up 51 against Chapel Hill, but then again, they're not surrendering more than 28 points either, more than 27 points. So Gilmer's defense is playing hot right now. Let's see what we got. Okay, White Oak is up by 7 over Harmony. Still again, White House 54-21 over Jacksonville. That's a good win for them. I'm still
Mhm.
looking at that one. Now, of course, the game we did pay attention to tonight. Of course, we had Brett calling the game for Texas Live. Chapel Hill played Van tonight. They had took a loss 23-17 tonight. just couldn't pull it out, man. Just couldn't pull it out. Some late penalties, some mistakes, bad snaps. I'm not a big fan of some of the penalties that they occurred. That it happened during the game.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, it was almost like you get a big play and then they take it back, and I don't know.
you
It's
can't let it
debatable
get to that point. I don't
to get to that
can't
point.
let it get to that point. So it is what it is.
Bounce back victory there. What we got here? All right, we got Derek Del Rio. Appreciate it, Derek. Once
Yeah,
again,
62 over
62-7.
7. Yeah.
Mount Vernon over Gladewater. We appreciate that, Derek. Let's see what we got. Coming in. What we got here?
Still got 27.
So it's 27 knotted up, 27-27.
Yeah.
Okay. See if we can get Brett in here.
Can
We
you hear
got
me?
Mr. Dennis going on. Yeah.
Man, a fight out there. This was a rough one for the Bulldogs. Oof.
Yeah, it was a pretty rough one. That was a rough one tonight.
What was y'all's take? I didn't y'all talk about what y'all thought from y'all's.
Some mistakes, still making some mistakes. I didn't like the penalties at the end. I didn't like the penalties. I thought they were timely against us. And I thought we made some mistakes late in the game. And that's what I would probably sum it up. I didn't, like I said, of course you can't do anything with penalties. But I didn't like them. They just seemed pretty timely to me. Like there's a big play,
Yeah.
and there's a penalty. So,
A lot of plays, after a big run or a green leaf, when they break one, it was a flag coming up. My big take, I've seen enough. It's a notable game for Chapel Hill. 1 hour game, and that was the muff punt at the end of the. You don't ever punt inside the 5. That's just a thought. They should know that. Game is 1 touchdown. Instead of they were down and Van keeping it. Bottom line for me, doing mistakes that take is what costs them.
Mm-hmm.
Right. We got a score update here from Facebook
Yes,
user.
sir.
We got an update here. Tyler Legacy just pulled the Pete Carroll, needed a field goal to win at OT, and they threw a PA pass that got picked off. Appreciate that Facebook user.
Oh no!
Let us know who you are. We can give you a shout out here with the update.
That's the way the night's gone tonight. I'll show a little bit before we packed and loaded. I'm thinking my picks didn't go too well again. And I don't get a feeling that they did very something about Gladewater tonight.
Yeah. Gladewater got smashed 62-7. Mount Vernon is rolling right now for sure.
Oh, Mount Vernon. Okay, that makes more sense. I thought
yeah, they are absolutely rolling at this point.
Man, I saw one. They bounced back after a loss, huh?
What?
What was that?
You kind of chopped up there.
Jared is
Jared.
user.
What's up, Jared?
Yeah, Jared is Facebook. We appreciate it. Do the crying face. We don't do that. There's no crying in football. We don't do that.
No crying.
I think everybody missed the mark. Everybody missed the mark. White House blasted Jacksonville. Completely blasted Jacksonville. Carlisle over Troop. Carlisle is beating Troop at this point.
Ouch.
Yeah. Kilgore is getting beat.
Say that Drew, I think, picked Carlisle because he's in the car. So that doesn't just.
Drew is messing up everything. Yeah, Drew is messing up everything.
Yeah.
I think it's Drew's fault.
I picked him too.
Oh, you picked Carlisle. Okay.
I
All right.
picked Carlisle. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I,
Because y'all
I,
try to give me slack for going against Troop.
mm,
Well, Hall's
mm.
did that go final?
Hallsville.
Yes. Hallsville's over big. Hallsville's big over Henderson right now.
Mm,
Hallsville's big.
I think
Yeah.
that was
Only.
I,
Yeah.
did y'all get a final in Gilmer or Kilgore?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
40-26.
40-26 Gilmer over Kilgore.
Okay.
Lindale 40-17 over Longview Pine Tree. 40-17 Lindale. So they got a dub. Rusk is rolling 53-21 over Crockett. They got that win. Let's see who else we got here.
Talking up Russ, Corey. He's been talking Russ up. They
I'm
won't
telling you.
move up them spots.
Yeah, they're moving up. They're moving up. West Russ bounced back 55-7 over Sabine. Brownsboro, what, they're 2-0 or 1-1, 43-20. The big loss, I thought it was a big loss. Jasper over Palestine. That was a big loss there.
Ooh.
So Palestine,
do we have
think they are?
Yeah, Palestine had a good one over Nacogdoches. See if we can get an Athens score here.
Athens 48-18 over Waxahachie. That's the final.
Waxahachie left, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So Athens goes.
Let's see. Yeah, Jared's got us a stat update. 10 turnovers for both Tyler High and Tyler Legacy in the first quarter. So I think the crying is justified. You're a Chapel Hill alum. You don't get a chance to cry for anything that happens to Tyler. You don't. Oh, but I mean, I don't know. Every team's been turning the ball off. I know it's early. Yeah, it's sloppy, man. It's it's week 2. It's week 2. So let's just.
Yeah. Well, a lot of these guys are new too, so you got to give them some time. So
absolutely.
I think JT is still trying to look for their Tyler High still trying to look for their quarterback, or trying to work him in.
Did Tyler Jones get any KB? I just was curious.
Yeah, he actually. Let's see, what did he do? I kept up with a little bit of it. I mean, I don't think he starts, but it looks like he did complete a pass to somebody out there. So,
where's it at?
That's just one drive. I'm looking at one drive here that had him completing the pass for 17 yards.
So Hallsville, did I mention Hallsville over Henderson 42-14? You already mentioned that?
Yeah.
Yeah, Hallsville.
I got a score, a statewide score. China Spring won, 16 seconds left.
Who's that?
China Spring 42, 16 seconds.
Okay, you breaking up. I didn't hear all of that.
Yeah.
You breaking up a little bit.
42 for Melissa, 16 seconds
Melissa?
to go. Yeah.
Looks like there's a final here for Caddo Mills and Bullard, 42-35. Caddo Mills beating Bullard, taking that win.
Okay. So the big games tonight, I guess Carlisle was really big over Troop. That was a game that at least 2 of us saw. that was going to see Carlisle get that win. Totally off. That really took it out. White House surprised us. Nobody picked that one.
That's the one that the most. I think we knew Carlisle was good. White House won last week, but I just didn't think they had a chance to beat Jacksonville. But that's surprising.
Yeah, 54-21. 54-21 is a statement. That's a statement win. They put up points in both games if they played this year. So That's a big one. Shout out to White House. The disrespect was televised, and they flexing the muscle a little bit. So maybe we may get a chance to play him next year. I don't know.
I think that's gonna. I think spots after that one.
So Gilmer over Kilgore, Lindale over Reed, Marshall.
Lindale, that was a big one. Like I said, I felt like Lindale needed this. They needed this game, and they came out and did what they had to do. I'm also looking at the score here of, I don't know if we run over this one, but it's a final for Garrison over Art, 28-21.
Man, Garrison's pretty good.
Yeah.
That. And we're not giving, we haven't mentioned this before. We haven't mentioned this yet. I mentioned it one time. Timpson over Jefferson 40-23. Mm-hmm. So yeah, Timpson's rolling right now. Ooh. Yeah, Timpson ain't taking.
No, I got a final. Of 52 to 23.
52-23. Thank you for the update. I know it was late. 52-23. Yeah, Timpson's rolling.
Listen. Timpson has scored 105 points in 2 games.
That matchup next week.
Yeah.
Hey, next week's Dangerfield Timpson.
Yeah, Dangerfield and Timpson. That's the biggest game in East Texas thus far.
Am I the one that feels like that may not be as big as?
Go.
I feel like on paper it's gonna look good. I feel like Timpson gonna step in that arena and eat whoever they play right now.
Did you see what Dangerfield did against Tatum?
I know against Tatum, yeah, but man, again, Timpson just put up 105 points in 2 games.
Doesn't matter.
I got a score for you guys. Malikoff goes down to 21-17.
So Malikoff goes down?
Yeah, Grandview over Malikoff.
Okay. I didn't get a score for that one, but I got a 20. You said 21-17.
I thought I had that, but I don't see it here.
21-17. So
got another score here. Sulphur Springs a final over Mount Pleasant 34-17. Let's see what we got here.
I'm gonna let y'all. It's awesome. Thanks for letting me jump on. Great job.
All right, yeah, you be safe.
All right, man. Drive safe, man. Get back home.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, appreciate Brett giving us the update.
Did we talk about Center?
Yeah,
Center hit Spring Hill 63-6.
I mean, just drove Spring Hill 63 to.
And then last week, they beat Tatum 44-42.
Yeah,
man, that's
flexed a little bit. Okay,
107 points in 2 games, boy. You might want to watch out for Center also.
I'm gonna go ahead and say this right now, Carlisle. I do apologize. The disrespect. I do apologize.
Apologize to him.
66.
Apologize to him.
I do apologize
to him.
You have my sincere apologies. Carlisle 66-47 over True.
Mm-hmm.
Putting up big numbers. Okay, my bad, my mistake. I do apologize. No disrespect.
Yeah. You were sleeping. You and Brett both were sleeping.
I was sleeping. I took the sleeping pills early. We got here. Mineola over Hugh Springs. Okay, Mineola with the bounce back. I got you. Okay. Edgewood 56-13 over Reigns. Okay. I don't have a Wascom score. They got canceled. I'm sorry. Wascom game got canceled. I don't know what happened.
That's why I had. Okay. All right. I didn't understand. I thought maybe something was wrong with my app, but it said 0-0.
It was canceled. It was canceled. Okay. Like I said, yeah. Wow. 63 to wow. That's a big one. Center. So right now, Rusk is better than what we thought at the beginning of the year. Rusk is on pace. They're doing pretty good. Did we get a final for the Tyler game?
No, actually I haven't. Still 27-27 on my app. I keep going back to it, but I don't get anything.
Going in OT again? Are they going in OT again?
I guess so. I got Texarkana, Texas High versus Coleyville, Heritage,
Over here, yeah.
48-23, Texas High. That's a final.
Okay. Texas out too. Okay. All right. Texas out there 1-1. I was going to say 2-0. They got beat by Frisco Lone Star last week, 38-31. So now they're 1-1. That's a big one.
Yeah,
All
we
right. So it
needed
looks like
that.
Brett said they're in overtime number 3. So Tyler High and Tyler Legacy is in overtime number 3. As always, it's got to be some kind of drama. It's always got to be some type of drama when
Listen,
Tyler High plays. Come on, man.
that game is always gonna be the game to be at. I don't care if one team is truly outperforming the other. For some reason, that's the game you go to.
I'm not good. You know what? I will say this, Glad. I've never been to a John Tyler. I've never been to a John Tyler football game my entire life. Never been. Yeah, I've never been.
But hold on, there's a little bit of a difference between us two though. See, I grew up in
True.
Tyler,
It's
so
true. That's true.
I
It's
didn't.
very
I only lived in Chapel Hill for a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. But so for me, that's different because I grew up down the road from that school, and so I know from my perspective, it was like today is the day you everybody's at the game. The
right.
lights are out at Walmart. They cut the power off. Ain't nobody in Super One right now.
Right. Right.
Everybody is at the game.
Well,
So
that makes sense. I know I was always bragging rights, but
yeah.
it made it better. It what made that game better was when John Tyler. I'm gonna say John Tyler when John Tyler was really, 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 really good, and Lee was kind of on the come up, so to speak. That's
Mhm.
what made it
They've
really
always played, and well, there's been times where I feel like they had played each other competitively,
right.
whether Tyler High, I'm gonna keep trying to correct myself on that. Tyler High was better than them or not. And then there was that period, you go back a little over a decade where Legacy was kind of the team to beat for a little while.
Yeah.
And but even then, still those games, people showed up. It I don't know. It's like I said, it's just that rivalry of Tyler. So you that's what people do on Friday nights when that game's on the schedule. And honestly, I feel like that's what it was for us in White House, which is why I get so disappointed that White House will not play us anymore. Because that was our premier game. That was, them boys across the lake,
Right.
man. That
You,
that was
you
our
want to play
thing,
your
man.
rival. You
That
want
was
to
our
play your
thing.
rival.
Yeah.
You want to play your rival.
And
That's
it's weird that while I was in Chapel Hill, while I grew up there for that bit of time, that was my rival. And then you can literally say that they're not, and it's been like this for years now that they were not rivals.
right.
And your rivals seem to be more like Lindale and hit. I mean Henderson. I guess Henderson kind of always been a little bit of a rival, but White
Games
House
start
was
to
that
matter.
game.
Games start to matter a lot more.
Yeah.
They start to matter a lot more later
I
on. So
mean that was like a true test. That was trial by fire, bro. Like you knew what you was about to be when you played that game and how that game turned out.
right.
You know.
So as we put a bow on the night, just some big games. Like I said before, once again, Chapel Hill went down. They're going 0-2.
Hmm.
Started off the season number 3 in the state.
A lot of
Going
season left though. A lot of
a lot of
season left.
season left. A lot of season left.
And
You
those
know,
were two big games. I mean, both of those teams that Chapel Hill have played, and I'm not trying to hold it nobody, but both of those teams that Chapel Hill have played were teams that were looking to play for state. And one of them did play in state and just lost. So, I mean, don't get if you Chapel Hill fans, if you out there, if you listening, don't get discouraged. Players, if you listening to this, hey, it's just another week. You still got 8 more to go. Let's get it.
week by week, inch by inch, play by play.
Play by play, baby.
Um, that's the message there. Kilgore, Kilgore goes down 0-2 as well. So
Kilgore the same because Kilgore had 2 big games back to back too, but it
mhm.
means nothing because I got a feeling in district, Chapel Hill and Kilgore are gonna be fighting for that district, and then you're
It's
gonna
gotta
have
be a fight.
Lindale come right up under man. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm a little nervous about the Lindale situation too because I feel like Lindale is sneaky good. You can't sleep on Lindale. They may not show you a whole lot up front, but when it's time to play them in district, oh man, they'll eat you up if you let them. They'll
So
eat you up. So.
at this point, as I look at the district, I mean Lindale and Palisade are both 1-1. Um, Chapel Hill and Kilgore are both 1-2,
Mhm.
and Athens is also 1-1. And
I
Jacksonville
got
1-1.
I have reserve about Palestine. I probably shouldn't, but I do. Um
Then the reserve
I
about
don't
it.
I don't I mean, okay, how many people go to state? I'm sorry, how many people go to playoffs? 4, right?
That's 4.
All right. So if I were to, and I don't like doing this often, but if somebody said pick your 4 teams that's going in from that division there. Um Kilgore, Chapel Hill, Lindale, I would lean on Henderson more than I would Palestine. But some people might see it the other way. I I like the system that Palestine ran last year. I don't think they had the athletes, or it may not even been that it was athletes. It may have just been the execution of it. We've seen other people in the playoffs that ran a system similar to that. What they had execution, they were disciplined, and it was hard to stop it. So maybe that's where my reserve comes in for Palestine. It's like, have y'all figured it out yet? You know, the offense is there, but have you figured it out? You know,
Yeah.
but I'm starting to, I don't know. We got a long way to go. I don't even want to get into that
Long
right
way to
now.
go.
We got a long way to go before we get there.
It's only week 2. It's
It's
only
only
week
week 2. It's just football, baby. It's just
Yeah,
football.
it's like we the old guys now.
you
We got
know?
the hair. We're the old guys now. We're sitting around talking,
Yeah.
talking
Yeah.
football. It's what's up.
That's
With
right.
some big wins tonight. Once again, Lindell over Pine Tree, uh, uh, Longview big over Marshall. Lufkin blasted Nacogdoches 37-0. Of course, I told
Mhm.
you watch out for the LP. They coming back. Timpson flexing their muscle. Big game next week against Dangerfield. Everybody should be tuning in to watch that game. That should be our game of the week, by the way. If it's not, it should be. But
Mhm.
Dangerfield is Dangerfield flexed their muscle yesterday. Speed, speed, speed. I'm pretty sure every
Mhm.
Division One, coach should be tuned into that game after this week. And of course, shout out if you're not a college football fan, this is a Friday night. College football is officially back on tomorrow.
Y'all can't see this behind me, but y'all, I'm not playing. I'm not
You
playing
know,
when it comes to them horns, baby.
it's
I'm
the hook
not
'em horn.
playing.
I can't even
This
do
is what I do. Friday nights is cool. That's cute. But on Saturday, catch me out there. You know, catch me outside. How about that?
So as we wrap up, do you want to pick? Do you want to pick the Longhorns over Bama tomorrow night? Are you going that
cut,
bowl?
cut
Are
the
you
feet.
going that bowl? Are you going that bowl? Come
Cut the
on,
feet. cut the tape. Cut the tape.
So you're not gonna
Nah,
pick?
baby, we gonna do what we do. Hey, listen, Bama know that back in what was it, 06, they got away with one. Because if Colt didn't get hurt, um, that game would have went completely different. We took that home. And so since then, I've been waiting on Bama. I've been waiting to see Bama. Now I ain't got the team I want yet, but I'm still suited and booted. I ain't got to see Bama in a long time. So yeah,
Long,
let's
long,
ball, baby. Let's ball.
Longhorns gonna get the. I don't know. I'm picking Sam Houston over A&M. Don't quote me on that. Go Bearcats. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen.
I don't know.
It's not. It's not. It's trust. It's not gonna happen.
I
But I'm hoping Sam Houston.
last year wasn't it A&M that came out sleeping in a game like at the beginning of the season, but then they turned it around at the half and like blew them out or something like that. I can't remember what game that was, but I thought that was
It was
A&M that
probably
did that.
Oklahoma against Tulane.
Oh, maybe that's what that was.
That
Never
was
mind.
Oklahoma
Okay.
against Tulane. Yeah,
Yeah.
Tulane's not
Tulane was
bad.
about to jump on them, and then they went to sleep in the
Tulane
second
wasn't
half.
bad. Tulane's not bad. But I think the
They're
biggest
not.
game tomorrow night is going to be U of H versus UTSA in
Mm-hmm.
San Antonio,
Mm-hmm.
and that's going to be a big game. That is
Yeah.
a major game that
Man, I
I'm
feel like we
really
need I ain't got enough time, man, but I feel like I need a college show too. I ain't
you
got
feel it.
enough time in the week.
You feel it. You feel it.
It needs to be two of me.
Yeah, Jared said go Road Runners. Not go Road Runners, but go TCU.
Oh, here Jared go with this TCU.
Yeah.
You know, I
I mean,
give him flack, but you know, TCU, they all right with me. They all
we
right.
go Road Runners. Okay, all right, yeah, go Road Runners. I mean, I'm not gonna say go Cougs, but Road Runners for sure. Texas, any Texas team out there for sure. You know, giving props. College
Yeah,
football is back. Then we got
it is.
NFL. Then we go. It's just football. It's just all over.
It's football overload, baby. Let's
Football
go.
all over. And we got fantasy football finally getting
I'm
ready to
sitting there
start.
sweating. You got me excited. I'm sitting there sweating.
I know, like you can talk about. Hey, this is it. This is what you do. But
Yeah.
but anyway, everybody, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We appreciate everybody that helped us via the chat tonight as well. Please, once again, if you guys travel tonight, make it on safely. Watch some sports tomorrow. Watch some football. We'll go over the pick line and see who actually won in the pick'em challenge. And we'll get a chance to pick some games this week. I do believe we have a special guest next week, if I'm not mistaken.
Is that next week? Okay.
We may or may not. I don't know. I gotta pay attention to that. But anyway,
Yeah.
man, it's your boy CM. It's your boy Vince.
Yeah,
We out of here.
man. Y'all take it
Appreciate
easy.
it.
Peace.
Safe.